So the trailer of Animal is finally here and holy fuck, that was something. Trailer starts off with a very eerie scene and Ranbir Kapoor channels his inner and outer Sanjay Dutt. Honestly, he looks a lot like Sanjay Dutt in this scene and also in this scene with a mullet. This scene gives us a glimpse of a very complicated, obsessive and disturbed relationship between a father and a son. Throughout the trailer, we get dialogues as well as scenes which indicate that Ranbir Kapoor's character is mentally disturbed and hyper violent.
मैंने बोला था ना ज्योति क्रिमिनल है हमारा बेटा.
The psychotic rage that the character has might be a result of his father being distant from him, or maybe it's just something inherent. With the music videos, teaser and trailer, it is clear that his obsessive relationship with his father will negatively affect his relationship with his wife, which in the real life will cause a lot of controversies. Even though we get a scene of him grabbing his wife's neck, I really hope that there are no scenes of him hitting or beating his wife, because the scenes of violence that we got in the trailer are enough for me to get excited. I don't want to see violence against women in this film. Now this film is not a romantic love story like Kabir Singh, so I'm not really hoping for Ranbir Kapoor's character to have a very healthy and happy relationship with his wife and get a very nice ending like Kabir Singh did. So to everyone who's watching this video, please have your expectations managed about the type of relationships that are going to be shown in this film. The action of this film seems highly stylized and hyper violent, of which I'm absolutely a big fan. However, the CGI of the huge machine gun seems a bit off. It's not jarring or unbearable, but uncanny enough to be noticeable. Now the trailer really didn't give away too much of the story, but I kind of have a basic idea of what the story might be, which I'll discuss later in this video, which I have figured out from the music videos, the teaser and the trailer. There is a troubled relationship between a son and a father. There is an attempt to assassinate the father, which forces the son to go on a killing spree to avenge. But I'm sure that there might be a lot of details and complications in the story which we'll see in the theater, but even if they're not there, I would happily watch a very simple story given that it's made nicely, which I think it is. Bobby Deol's character in this film is still quite mysterious. However, what felt like Bobby Deol being menacing after killing someone by the poster is now given more context in this trailer, and now it feels like here something bad happens to someone who Bobby Deol loves. Maybe they get shot and the blood that he has on his face is of the said loved one, and this forces Bobby Deol to go on his villainous path. The marketing of Animal has been very smart, giving us a lot of material yet keeping the story and the action set pieces a mystery. I'm really happy about the fact that the big action set piece was only revealed in the trailer and was not used in every marketing snippet to build hype for the film, which is a positive sign that maybe this film has something really great for the audience who's going to watch it in the theater. I believe that there is a bigger set piece in this film for the ending, and Ranbir Kapoor killing all these goons might be the interval block, and an even bigger action set piece is saved for the ending. The reason I say that this scene might be an interval block is because the teaser of Animal, which was released in September, ended with this shot, and then in the music video of Satranga we see Ranbir Kapoor performing a puja with similar scars on his body and face, and this scene from the trailer seems like that of a courtroom and might take place sometime after the interval. There is one more thing that I noticed. The teaser of Animal from September ends on a scene in which Ranbir Kapoor arrives on the runway in his G-Wagon. The final trailer of Animal also ends with Ranbir Kapoor and Bobby Deol fighting on a runway. So I think this might be the climactic fight scene of this film. In this, maybe Ranbir Kapoor kills Bobby Deol and finally heads back to his home in his private jet, which we saw in the music video of Papa Meri Jaan. Look at this bruise under Ranbir Kapoor's eye. The bruise is there when he's fighting Bobby Deol and when he's on a plane in the music video of Papa Meri Jaan, and it's also a bit healed in the opening scene of the final trailer of Animal. Here Ranbir Kapoor has long hair but no beard. But notice that it's not the young Ranbir Kapoor that we see in the trailer, rather the later version of Ranbir Kapoor who's bulky, has long hair but no beard this time. So maybe this scene takes place at the end of the film where the father and son reconcile. And maybe in this scene from the trailer, here is when Ranbir Kapoor comes back home after killing Bobby Deol. So here's how I think the story of Animal would go. RK is a child who idolizes his father but is often neglected and ignored by him, thus never getting his approval or validation. Then he moves away, maybe for college, where he meets Rashmika Mandana's character Gitanjali. They fall in love and get married. Throughout all of this, he stays away from his family. Maybe in this scene he brings her to meet his father, but again his father ignores him or maybe insults him, so he leaves him and goes on to live with Rashmika Mandana. Then there is an assassination attempt on Anil Kapoor, who's a very successful businessman, and that forces Ranbir Kapoor to come back to his family and take over the business. Maybe this guy is Ranbir Kapoor's elder brother and he gets killed as well. After that, Ranbir Kapoor decides to take revenge and decides to annihilate everyone who had a hand in his father's assassination attempt. This action scene is where he kills the guy who actually shot Anil Kapoor, but later discovers that there might be a bigger conspiracy involving Bobby Deol. And maybe Bobby Deol is someone who was wronged by Anil Kapoor's character, and that's why he's on this revenge path. Because I don't expect this film to have black and white characters. All of the characters will be grey, and maybe there is a big chance that by the end of the film you will sympathize with Bobby Deol's character instead of Ranbir Kapoor and Anil Kapoor. I believe that the story will be much more nuanced and complicated than what I've just told you. Once you get in the nitty-gritty of the story and the character dynamics, the film is about to be surrounded with controversies, especially about Ranbir Kapoor's toxic behavior towards his wife in this film. But I hope that in the fictional universe of the film, the actions of these characters are understandable and are not something that Vanga did just to piss off the critics. 7 days to go, and I'm really looking forward to this film, and my gut tells me that it's going to be great.